Hello, team. Checking in here to remind you around how we're doing things on Instagram and Facebook to help you not only grow your audience, but importantly, turn your audience into buyers. So there's two ways to grow your audience. I like to use paid ads via Instagram. And so what we do is we launch follower ads to grow the list. And on Facebook, for a lot of you, you already know what we take you through is to add friends. We call it friend farming on Facebook as well, which is great. Now, if you don't have an audience, where we would essentially start you is on Facebook first. It's the most easiest, the most effective, and organic reach on Facebook is far stronger than the paid advertising world, in my opinion. But essentially, if you're already on both, then we start to entertain and play with both. At some point where you would then move and trickle into Instagram, ideally, if you're on at least 5K a month with Facebook, well, then would probably move you to Instagram as well to offset. That's kind of from a financial standpoint. However, if you want to go and move fast there and not wait until you make money, then essentially what we would do is have at least one VA overtaking your Facebook and then move you to Instagram where you can then eventually have another VA take over that too. The reason why I would suggest that as well, so you don't have your eggs in too many baskets, it can get a little bit overwhelming. Once you build one system and it's proven to work, you then move to the next system. So now at the moment, I have Instagram and Facebook running at the same time, and not driving me crazy because you can burn out, certainly when it comes to the DMs as well. So coming back to here, what happens after the audience reach? Well, you then move them through your content. So your content is going to handle the opt-ins, the stories, the pro bono posts, the CTAs, etc. That's the middle of funnel. This is where 90% of your energy is going to go into. So it's not just getting leads. A common problem that a lot of coaches have is they buy leads up here or they spend their time finding leads, and then those leads die because they're not being nurtured by your content. So a lot of you will realize that this is going to be a big bottleneck because you're not that great yet at your messaging. And that's all right. Like, you need time. You need time to figure out your market. You need time to become a little bit more polarizing, to show yourself more in your personal brand. And then when done correctly, you then trickle people through the DMs. Now, if you have an email list, that will also help because what we're doing here is we're making offers. And for a lot of you, you're just not making enough offers to your audience. And so your audience aren't conditioned to buy from you just yet because you're friend zoning them. And so that could be also another bottleneck when it comes to your content and reaching out. There's not enough CTAs. I always say the more CTAs you can make, the more CTAs you can make. The worst offer you can make is no offer at all. And so this is once again at the middle of funnel. You're not making enough offers. So what would that look like in your content? Once again, the pro bono post, the email list, the PS, here's 3 ways I can support you. And really modeling how I run my email list as well. And then from here, ideally, then you then trickle them through into booking a call. Amazing. And so now we need to figure out, well, how many calls do I need to book each month to meet my quota? So let's just do a really quick math breakdown for a moment. Give or take, you book in 10 calls, 8 of them move to pro bono because you're selling free. Like, you're not even selling at the beginning, it's free. So out of 10, ideally you'd want 8 moved. And let's say the resign rate is standard, you convert 4 to paid, which means that's a 50% re-sign rate. And then there's your 4 paid clients. And so depending on how much you're charging as well, let's say 4 times 1,500, okay, you've just banked $16,000 cash collected, assuming that they've paid in full. Awesome. So there's just some numbers to play with as we start to slowly trickle through into August. If you're not running pro bono, at the moment, this is probably why you're struggling to get paid. Pro bono is the path of least resistance. If you're getting paid but not meeting your targets, well, then you might not be charging enough. And so we need to look at your prices, or you don't have enough re-signs. And so your re-sign rate sucks. Or your numbers are looking good, but you just don't have enough pro bonos. And so this is where I get to play with you in Slack and also on our one-to-one calls is I'm troubleshooting your numbers. Where's the bottleneck? Where are you stuck? And we just need to fix that 2 millimeter shift for you right now because the system has proven time and time and time again that it works. Alrighty, so after watching this, let me know what you found most valuable. Talk to me in Slack, whether on this channel here publicly or privately in my DMs with Slack, and just talk me through where you're actually stuck. And once we fix that, we can move on to the next higher level problem. Alrighty. Are you ready for Instagram ads? I'm not sure. Talk to me, right? Do you have a VA in Facebook just yet? If you're already on Instagram but you want to move to Facebook or add Facebook to the mix, let us know. A lot of you are actually ready for DMs. Excuse me, for VAs anyway. Is it your content? You need some time to figure out your messaging, and that will continue to evolve. I'm always refining my messaging to my audience till this day, and I've been coaching for years. You're not making enough offers. Maybe you're not clear on the offer as well. Now, offers can be free and paid. Okay. And then from here, know your numbers. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Any questions, let me know. And I look forward to talking to you privately a little bit more around your own system so we can clean this baby up and helping you get more clients moving forward too. I'll talk to you guys soon.